In this video, I continue painting the Supermarine Swift aircraft based at the Royal Air Force Base in Germany. You can watch the build in the previous video. If you want me to build for you a model like this, or a similar one, you can check the offer at the end of the video, or click on the modelbuilder.art link in the description. Now let the painting work begin. I mixed the gray color from Mr. Hobby H331 Dark Sea Gray and H305 Gunship Gray acrylic paints. The gray areas don't need to be painted precisely at this point, because I'm using a Blu-Tack worm mask to shape the final pattern. I'm covering it with masking tape, which I don't want to paint green. After painting the green base color, I sprayed a fading pattern on it with a white lighted mixture. This mixture is much thinner than the top coat, so the airbrush has to be kept moving at higher pressures to prevent the paint from running. After studying the photos of this type, I found that there wasn't much light fading other than the dark dirt texture, so I only painted a few white wear patterns on it. In some areas, the pre-shading was gone, so I added it where it was needed. A thin layer of paint was then applied, which balanced the existing pattern and reduced the contrast of the colors. I don't like to mask metal surfaces, so I always prefer to leave painting them for last. I sprayed AK Extreme Metal on the underside of the Supermarine Swift. After drying, I applied water with a very small amount of soap. The soap is only needed to decrease the surface tension of the water and to spread the liquid evenly everywhere. Really, only a very small amount of soap is needed. I spread salt of different grain sizes on the wet surface. Smaller and larger grains give diversity to the salt mask. The next layer I sprayed on the salt mask was a lightly brightened aluminium color. I removed the salt mask with a wet brush and toothbrush. Care must be taken not to leave a bit of salt anywhere and not to damage the fresh paint. The result, not too intense, but irregular spots of a more worn-looking surface. The next layer is ammo-heavy chipping fluid. After this is dried, I spray on Mr. Metal Color Aluminium paint. The color of this one is slightly different from the AK Extreme Metal color underneath. I used a coarse brush dipped in water to scrub off most of this layer. enhancing the appearance of the aluminium look. The dirt that gets on the aircraft during flight was imitated using the same method as on the upper side. Masking tape was used to apply a dilute dark gray to the panel lines. I used black oil paint diluted with white spirit in the panel lines and recesses. This thinner does not damage the underlying layers and allows the paint to flow nicely everywhere. At the end of the application, any excess oil paint can be wiped off with a wet cleaning stick. The same method was used for the camouflage. I washed the panel lines with bluish-black oil paint, then wiped off the excess. I like that it gives a bluish filter to the painted surface. The Airfix decals are nice, but a bit thick. I used decal softener where I needed it. After the decals were applied, the model was given a satin varnish. After that, I glued all the other parts in place. The Supermarine Swift model was finally completed in 65 hours. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like me to build for you a model like this, or similar, you can use the modelbuilder.art link in the description.